Jinger, MC Oluomo, Fadahunsi can say what Nnamdi Kanu cannot say in Nigeria. Where is the lie? Before Oseni, yes, so before Oseni will always tell them the truth. Because really, the things that these people are saying, Nnamdi Kanu did not even say half of it, and is in prison in Sokoto State. And these ones, they say any kind of thing, blasphemy, every kind of things that could cause terrorism in Nigeria, and yet they are not arrested. Arise Television's The Morning Show anchor Rufai Oseni has accused the Nigeria government of applying double standard in handling inflammatory statements, saying people's political, religious, and ethnic affiliation often determine what they can say without consequences. Oseni made the remarks on Thursday while reacting to the controversy surrounding Senator Francis Fadahunsi's alleged comments about buying members of the Accord Party ahead of the Osun State governorship election. Yes, he said you will buy people on top politics, and yet the Fadahunsi is probably sleeping in his house right now. He quoted Fadahunsi's explanation that the viral video has been manipulated by artificial intelligence. That's how they'll be lying on AI. Anything that they say now, they'll say it's AI that said it. Saying the senator later appeared to contradict himself by claiming he meant he would defeat his opponents with votes. Liars. Oseni said the police had enough evidence to prosecute the senator if the government was genuinely committed to tackling hate speech and inflammatory rhetoric. According to him, Fadahunsi should have been allowed to defend himself after being interrogated, even if the eventual prosecution did not result in a conviction. He, however, expressed doubt that the senator would face serious consequences, arguing that Nigerians who make controversial statements often escaped punishment. Oseni said the perceived double standard was evident in the treatment of individuals such as Sheikh Ahmad Gumi and convicted indigenous people of Biafra IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. The hypocrisy on which the country lives is that there are some that cannot say it. An example goes back to the case of the likes of Sheikh Gumi. They can say some things and get away with it. If you're probably an Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot say some things. And that's how the country is structured, he said. The broadcaster also linked that he described what he described as Nigeria's deepening political and religious division to the debate over Muslim tickets. Oseni said he had opposed the Muslim presidential ticket on the grounds of religious balancing, arguing that political arrangements in a multi-religious country should reflect fairness. He also referenced a previous leaked audio involving former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi and Bishop David Oyedepo, in which Obi was describing the 2023 election as a religious war. Oseni argued that subsequent comments by Sheikh Gumi had reinforced Obi's concern about the religious dimension of Nigeria politics. He maintained that Nigeria's response to controversial statements often depends on the speaker's political, religious, ethnic, or racial identity. So what he said in Nigeria depends on where you are when you said it. Your political affiliation, your religious affiliation, your racial affiliation, your tribal affiliation. That's just it. Where's the lie? He said the truth. John Jackson says, Oseni, please keep on doing your good work because history is recording all events and the day of recompense is fast approaching. Jack says, Rufai, for saying this, may your days be long. He that has ears, let him hear. Emmanuel says, can vote by anyone. You only buy with gun or other dangerous weapons. Don't mind them. Saying you will buy people. Because of what? Bokosman says, when the wicked is in power, the people lament. Igbos are only afraid of he who can buy the body and spirit as they pursue life worthy of living. Oluomo says, it can only happen when you have a criminal as a leader. That is it. So no issues. Emmanuel says, my own is if I know that you are too good, there will be no need to struggle. My advice to people of Osun is to be vigilant. I really hope so because they don't share money for them. As Friday says, I always like to hear from you in matters like this. Your truth to keep you long. Thanks. Steve Dede says, perfect one from Rufai Oseni. It's so obvious for all of us to see. Exactly. The marginalization, the fact that when somebody from this particular tribe says something, it's an issue, but when somebody else says it, from another tribe, another religion, they don't even take actions. It's very obvious. It's so glaring. If you can't still see it, then you must be blind. It's so obvious for all to see, but very unfortunately, only few persons like him can call a spade a spade. Nigeria, let's do better in speaking truth to our leaders. That's the only way to make our nation great. As Elizabeth says, refer your said it all, and that's the truth. This says, thank God for the correction we later made. It's not AI generated. Of course, if you see an AI generated stuff, we will definitely know. The Chang says, now it's left those so-called people that call themselves Christians supporting the Muslim ticket to see their positions on how the Islamic people in the what? Okay, Shala says, but government didn't prosecute Peter Obi for his defamatory statement of take back our country. What's defamatory about that? What's inflammatory about that? Uncle Shola? Don't want to have sense. Thomas says the same people condemning this wicked Tinubu government are still the same people that they will give some paint of rice and beans and 10k and they will still vote in their oppressors. They are already collecting it. The rice and 10k. I see no changes. Nigerians are the problem. We are the problem. We are not ready yet. Yes, 5377 says, if I indeed you are a man of courage, continue saying the truth. God will keep and protect you. Those attacking you for saying the truth are the enemies of Nigeria. They are the same people crying insecurity. Nigeria will happen to them very soon. Please say every act or action of these stupid politicians in this country will be tagged on artificial intelligence. Don't mind them. Fadahunsi said what was quoted of him, and why is he now blaming his utterance on AI? This kind of person don't deserve to be elected to represent his people. Joy says, Mr. Osene, that's the bitter truth. I salute your boldness and courage for speaking out always. There can't be peace without equal rights and justice. Megadi says, this has to be said over and over again. Nigeria is in a mess in the hands of this government of Tinubu. Luna says, say it as it is. Some people own the country, others are tenants. And you don't say or do as a fellow Nigerian hope those governors from southern Nigeria, especially east, hears you, Rufai Osene. James says, one of the major problems of this administration of Tinubu is truth. The moment you speak out the truth, they will take offense. All the devil are always aligned with lies. Though I'm not calling him one, but she start loving to hear the truth. That's Big Motto says, my brother, this shows that there is no equal justice at all. There is no equal justice in this country, especially against the Easterners. So, my listeners, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.